So this is my little video diary talking about my experience at Utrecht. Once I made it here, I settled into my dorm room where I am currently. The plane ride was long. 10 hours overall is a long time to be sitting with this much space on a plane across the Atlantic. But when I was in the airport, actually, my luggage got lost, and so I had to go and find the help desk, and they had placed my luggage in the wrong conveyor belt. So I was standing there for about 45 minutes once I got to Amsterdam trying to find my luggage, and it just wouldn't come out of the little conveyor belt thing. People were coming and going. I'm like, gosh, did somebody take my luggage? I don't know. But while I was standing there, I looked over, and this is, halfway across the world from Michigan, and I'm like, gosh, those two people look very familiar. I definitely know those people. And I didn't think that anybody else was going on this trip because I got to meet all the people that were going on international trips from Ferris. And I look over and I'm like, wow, those people are super familiar. I need to go talk to them. So I went and I talked to these two girls, and I'm like, are you two from Michigan? And they were like, oh yeah. And I was like, where do I recognize you from? Did you go to Ferris? They're like, yeah, we go to Ferris. I think you were in one of my classes. And I'm like, yeah, that's right. I knew both of them from one of my classes. So really, really small world. They're studying here too. They live in the building right next to me. Once I got to the university, after a really confusing kind of train ride there, and then took the tram here, I got my key and I came to the building and I saw the same person again standing there. She was like, I don't know I have no idea where my room is. These numbers are lower than my room number, and then these ones are higher than my room number. And we were like in the middle of the building. So clearly there's no, 300 to 600 rooms. And so I was like, okay, you watch the luggage. We can work as a team. The only two Americans probably on this campus right now. Let's work as a team. You keep my luggage and then I'll go look for the room. So she kept the luggage, and I found the room. We got the luggage. She went her way. I went my way. I came into my apartment, and nobody was there, which was kind of nice. So I could settle in nice and quietly and do whatever I needed to do, get my stuff together. I set up my shelf, kind of cute. So here's some of my stuff. I brought a photo of my family, my camera, my playing cards, and they gave me some complimentary soap, a few of my books, my Bible, my journal, of course, not going anywhere without those, my AirPods, a few other items, and then I put some of the pictures up here on my board. And then the rest of my room is pretty bare bones. There's a sink in my room. That right there, apparently it's a big thing in Dutch culture, just from what I've heard, to brush your teeth like right before you go to bed. And how convenient is that? It's literally right there waiting for me. So I can brush my teeth and then run as fast as I can right over and just like hit the hay, so I can put it off till the last minute. And if I don't brush my teeth, it's kind of a shame thing. Like, it's looking right there at me all night. So I have to brush my teeth no matter how tired I am. And so I talked with my roommates a bunch about cultural differences. It was really interesting to listen to my roommates. Milan and Sebastian are from Austria, and then Johan is from Sweden. So definitely the odd one out, being from the US, but very, very friendly people. And I basically just talked about how the United States has everything is very work focused, work all the time. Everything is big, right? Our people are big, our food is big, our cars are big, our cities are big, our country's huge. And that's definitely not what they're used to, right? They're from fairly small countries. I mean, Sweden's pretty big, but population-wise, it's like probably less than Michigan alone. So really cool to get to know them. They kind of help me with the trains, because that's unheard of in the United States. I think there's one passenger train probably in all of Michigan. So, and there's trains everywhere. Trains, soccer fields, and bikes everywhere. It's so shocking. And another thing that I noticed is the plates, which just goes along with what I did today. I went to IKEA IKEA, actually, is how you say it. I learned from the Swedish guy. So, authentic speaking, IKEA. All of the plates and the options for cooking, like cutlery and whatnot, everything was so small, which is weird to me as an American because we eat humongous portions. Like the largest plates were like this. I mean, how am I supposed to fit my steak and my chicken and my gravy and mashed potatoes and asparagus and my roll and butter and everything? How is that all supposed to fit on that at the same time? That was just something that was kind of weird to me. Another thing is everything's very colorful. I know it doesn't really look like it right now in this room. It's pretty drab. But all the architecture, well, especially I went to IKEA, so everything's super colorful. But that's interesting. And then another difference I noticed right away is, well, think about like if you were looking at like a magazine or a picture, a movie of Europeans, like modern day Europeans, and you think like, wow, they dress pretty nice, like, you know, it's nice slacks or stylish blue jeans beyond just like a plain blue jean. And then like in America, we'll just have like throw some graphic tee on that says something dumb like Scream 4 or something like that with a picture of the ghost-faced killer dude on there. Or I don't know, maybe you'd have one that has like a Coca-Cola logo on it with like a big, 2-liter of Coke or something like that on your shirt. Here, everybody's got like nice button up, lots of like jewelry, and you can tell they put a lot of thought and effort into their clothing rather than just, throwing on some brand that we think is interesting. And so that was kind of cool too. And like everybody dresses like that. And I thought that it was maybe just like they're in movies and stuff like that, but it's like a lot of people dress like that. So that's been pretty interesting. Overall, I'm enjoying my stay. I'm very tired because I just got here yesterday and took a little nap, woke up, went back to bed. I'm asleep, fine. And then I wake up, I'm like, gosh, it's hot in here. So I open my window, go back to sleep. That's a good breeze. Okay. You hear some people screaming outside. I go out. 1 a.m. There's people out just yapping, talking as loud as can be outside. So I close my window again. It's hot, but I put up with it. I'm sleeping. I wake up again. I'm like, what is going on? Who's talking in my room? I have my Mac open. With my white noise playlist, now on Apple Music, was YouTube. And when it was on YouTube, all of a sudden an ad in Dutch starts playing super loud in the middle of the night. So I'm startled awake. I'm like, who's talking in my room? It's an advertisement playing. So ditched YouTube, went to Apple Music. Thankfully, Apple Music has a collection of white noise and variants like pink, gray, and brown noise. To blot out annoying distractions and wrap you up in a cozy cocoon of whispering static. Yeah, that's what I was rocking out to before I had a fan. And so not the best night's sleep. Had a good day though. I gotta walk like an hour and a half to get a bike tomorrow unless I can take a bus, but that system's beyond me too because we don't have buses in the United States. Really missing my car. That's like, I would love to have one of those because I don't know how to use the public transit here, but that's no reason not to learn, and I'll figure it out. But the car is definitely nice because it's so easy. I can go wherever I want, do whatever I want, and I'm there. So, but the cars here are tiny too. That's another difference. Another thing that was really, really weird is the biggest car I saw all day was literally just like a town and country van. And that was by far the biggest car I saw. That thing was hulking over an entire parking lot of cars. Everything is tiny. So of course I talked about our dually lift mega Hemi engine pickup trucks that we, love in the United States. And that was a shock to a lot of the foreigners too, because they're like, really? Why so many trucks? And that's part of the big life as an American. So the trip's been pretty good so far. I'll keep everybody updated as if this is going on YouTube or something in the future. So yeah,